into the second part of today's finale, which is the SoCreative Digital Exhibition. And I would like to call upon the curator of this incredible exhibition. But before I do, I'd like to introduce her, and her name is Taremeredzwa T. Chirewa. She is a visual artist and cultural enthusiast with a career spanning over 10 years in the culture sector. She is currently the director of the Zimbabwe German Society, who were our partners last year. This year, she's coming in a different capacity as part of our content team. Taremeredzwa, over to you and welcome.
Thank you, Rutendo. Good morning, everybody.
Welcome.
Oh no, it's afternoon now. Good afternoon, everybody.
Yes, it is. It is afternoon.
That was very insightful and interesting to listen to. And now we're going to take you in a almost different direction and be a bit more visual about what it is that we were talking about. So the I Am So Creative, We Are So Creative Digital Storytelling Exhibition seeks to draw lessons from the SoCreative community on their resilience during the 2020 to 2021 COVID-19 pandemic and its associated lockdowns. The responses were anchored on the following SoCreative community values: courageous commitment, magic, and restore and sustainability. The responses submitted by the SoCreative community went beyond expectation, and the works by the final 11 artists spoke to each anchor in creative and innovative ways. Works by Atta, Chris K, Della Dube, Denise Onen, OBE, Lennox Makurumidze, Tsetse Bumba, Thai Tanzania, Samuel Jaffet, Simbarashe Tangai, and Yinsua A. Korede. Putting together a short list and deciding on these 11 creators as the final participants was not an easy task, but it was made a lot easier by the tremendous support of these three hubs. Representing Southern Africa, Zuka Africa and Malawi. Representing East Africa, our labs in Tanzania. And last but not least, representing West Africa, Ghana Design Network. The responses you'll see in a short while spoke to the anchors mentioned above. We have a broad array of genres represented to truly show you how diverse and multifaceted our community is, from music to dance to sound, to sound installations, to poetry, to visual art. All the responses came from the heart and evoke an array of emotions from the viewer. And I hope that you feel as much as we did when we curated and put this together for you. In closing, I'd like to thank the Stimulus team for the sleepless nights, sifting through the back ends and ensuring that we had what we needed to be where we are today, and to British Council for bringing us together annually for an opportunity to connect and share in the fantastic things that we do. I am going to ask Marshall to put up the screen, to share the screen so that we can see the landing page for the exhibition. And then if everybody would love to see more, which we hope you would, because we put so much work into this, then there's a link that will be shared for everyone to then go and enjoy the work. There are different instructions on how to view some of the work, especially the sound installation by Denise Onen. You have to be in a quiet room in solitude, in the dark preferably, and with headphones or earphones. If you don't have that, you can enjoy it with the loudspeaker, but for the optimum experience, the headphones would be great. And that's all from me. Thank you very much. Back to you, Rutendo.
Perfect. Thank you very much for that, Tari, and congratulations to everybody that has submitted. I think one of the things that everybody can see is that commitment to excellence and that commitment to showcasing the best of what they are doing. And I think it's such a refreshing thing to share and add to the work that we are doing. Tari, I do have a question for you in terms of how you curated. I know that you have curated exhibitions before. What was different about how you created this exhibition in particular? What were some of the things that you looked out for in this year's exhibition?
I think, to start, the fact that it's a digital exhibition.
Of course.
That changes everything. And then the fact that also it was open to all genres. So it wasn't just visual art. The submissions that were sent in were across the board. There was everything. And people did look at things from really interesting perspectives. I mean, some of the things I saw actually made me laugh, not because they were bad, but because it was so out of this world that, you know, it's just amazing how we are also creative, right? Didn't mean to do that, but I did. How we're also creative.
Yeah.
So we were basically looking out for work that spoke to the anchors, the three anchors that we had: the courageous commitment, magic, restore, and sustainability. And what we were looking at what was presented creatively. So for example, one work that I looked at and I didn't even have questions about was Yinsao's work.
Sure.
It's film, it's a short film, and it's very different, but it spoke to the anchor so clearly that without thinking about it, you would actually just not, consider that. But when you put the anchor and you put the work together, it's like, oh, this is really interesting that he put the two together and actually said something that means quite a bit, So right. That was what we were looking at. And just all the people that have worked up here tackled it very creatively, There was no question about, the work. And the hubs that were helping, each one had a chance to kind of look at all the work that was there in terms of the short list. And surprisingly, everybody had similar picks. So at the end of the day, it became a lot easier because then the work spoke for itself.